Our 4th grade teacher's name is Mrs. Holiday.
She's funny.
She loves poetry that makes you think.
And dancing before tests.
She wears pretty clothes.
She likes strawberries in her water.
And she hates broccoli. But she wasn't always like the way she is now. Even though it's totally weird to imagine it once, Mrs. Holiday was a 4th grader like we are.
She was Chrissy then, not Mrs. Holiday.
Yeah, she wasn't even married.
Well, that would be weird when she was 9.
And anyway, she had just moved to Pennsylvania with her mom leaving all her friends and her big family in New York and New Jersey.
I bet that made her sad.
I bet she was scared starting at a new school.
She tells us that part of the story so we feel better about being homesick. She said it was hard being the new kid, but she made some friends, and she loved to read.
She still really loves to read.
Every month, her 4th grade teacher, Miss Donat, would pass out book orders, and when the book orders came in at the end of the month, she would call each kid's name to come up and pick up their new books.
I love book orders.
New books are so much fun.
But you know what?
What?
Mrs. Holiday.
You mean 4th grader Chrissy?
Yes, Chrissy, who didn't drink coffee yet or wear high heels. She never ordered books. She was like the only one.
And while the other kids were reading their books, Chrissy would just circle books she thought looked awesome in the catalog, and then would write stories that she thought would go along with the title.
That's kinda cool.
Yeah, it's also kind of sad, but guess what? Miss Donat knows that Chrissy loved to read, but never ordered a new book. And so one day she pulled Chrissy aside and let her pick any book she wanted out of the catalog. That month, when the books came, Miss Donat called Chrissy's name to come pick up her brand new book. She didn't tell anyone that she was the one who ordered it. She didn't make a big deal about it. She just called Chrissy's name and let her come up with all the other kids to get her very own brand new book.
It was this book, like this very book right here.
Chrissy read it like 100 times and took such good care of it that all these years later, now that she's all grown up, Mrs. Holiday, with the classroom all her own, she still keeps it in her classroom library for new groups of students to read every year.
And on Teacher Appreciation Day, when we were talking about teachers who made a difference to us, Mrs. Holiday told us about Miss Donat and how this kindness really mattered to her, even now after all these years.
So we asked her, whatever happened to Miss Donat? Did you tell her that you kept the book? Does she know that her act of kindness made you want to be kinder, more generous, teacher?
And she said, I don't know. I'll have to look her up on Facebook.
Then, because of her Kindness Matters project,
#KindnessMatters. And because Mrs. Holiday is always saying that thing, what's that thing she says? Kindness is contagious.
When someone does something kind, it compels us to want to pay forward and be kind as well.
Right, so we decided to figure out a way to show Miss Donat that her kindness to our teacher mattered. Still after all these years.
Mrs. Holiday found out that the Milton Hershey Children's Hospital needed some help and needed new books from their patients.
Since that hospital has taken care of some students from our school when they were sick, we were excited to do something kind for them. And since Miss Donat's kindness was giving a book to Mrs. Holiday, it was perfect.
Mrs. Holiday let us work to earn 4th grade fun bucks.
She matched our fun bucks with real dollars and bought a bunch of brand new books for children.
Then we wrote smile notes on Post-its and hid them in the pages of the new books so that when the kids read them, they'll feel happy.
And we put a sticker inside each new book too, in honor of Mrs. Holiday's 4th grade teacher, Miss Donat.
Hopefully she'll see this video and feel proud of the domino effect her kindness has had.
Hopefully other people will see this video and think of ways that they can let #KindnessMatter compel them to show kindness too.
Mrs. Halliday says we should think of every kindness we receive as inspiration to show more kindness to others.
And then the world will be an even better place.
You guys are awesome. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, so Miss Donat, I just wanted to say that I did have an ulterior motive for finding you on Facebook, and it was to thank you for the kindness that you showed me and let you know that it mattered. I think teachers don't always think that the little things that we do every day, the small things that we do just because we love the kids in our classrooms and we believe in them and we want to empower them, we think maybe that it's just something small. And I wanted to let you know that it's not small and that your kindness has been talked about for years in my classroom. And this is the book that you bought for me from our Scholastic book orders, and I still have it, and I very much appreciated it then, and it's influenced me to be a kinder, more generous, and more attentive teacher now. So thank you so much, and I'm super excited that we're Facebook friends as well, and I hope that you feel blessed that your influence has made a big difference and an impact on one more. I'm sure I'm one of many. So thank you, and hashtag kindness matters.
Hashtag kindness matters.